Because the times
Woke up this morning thinking about
Those summer days.
best friend got caught up when I stayed in Douglasville. Doing trying to stuff by myself. I'm a
What's good, y'all? Welcome back to another video. So today we're gonna be watching the making of Childish Gambino Redbone with Ludwig. I told y'all I was bad with names. I'm not even gonna try. I would, but I'm like, nah, I don't really know. I would like turn the lights on, but I want it to be so bright. I'm wearing a white shirt, so it ain't gonna pop. So it's gonna have low dim lights right now. I would do this, and then y'all gonna see the ripples. I was thinking the video, I don't like that, so I had to turn that off. But with that being said, let's get into the video. And yeah,
We're at the Donald studio.
shout
Didn't
out
really
to
know
the people at Genius.
what was going to happen that day or what was going to come out of it. We were just chilling, and then Donald started playing drums. He was like, yeah, I have this beat. Let's just play this drum beat. And I was like, okay, yeah. We had all the instruments spread out in the whole room, in the whole studio, and it just went from one to another, like hearing ideas, and then basically just recording a bunch of tracks on top of each other. That was kind of the seed of the idea. That was the first idea of Redbone kind of started. There was a time before
Another reason why I like Childish Gambino and Frank Ocean so much, because I want to sound like them, but I don't want to sound like them. And Under 3000, I want to sound like them, but I don't. I want to have my own style, but their style. Like, I want to be the son to their style.
on the album where I started listening, Donald sent me a bunch of like Funkadelics album. I hadn't really experienced Funkadelics. Like, I was more kind of raised up of like jazz and blues. I didn't really experience that 70s psychedelic music, so it's all very organic. Just how instruments kind of sounded back then, I think that was something we just wanted to capture with our music. The song structure, the pre-choruses are uneven bars. So the first chorus is 6 bars. The pre-chorus for the second chorus is 7 bars. In my Ableton right now is just the drums that Donald did. The first sound that kind of opens up the song is this little mellotron. So you have that and the kick. And then we have the Rhodes. Going into the pre-chorus. Let it spooky. I always dreamt of slapping a bass in a song, and I finally got to do it, you know? And here, D minor.
This is like beautiful.
Then we go
watch.
to
Like, yeah.
the synth bass. And then we have a second bass sound. So
My goal is by the age of 30 to play at least like 50 instruments. At least have some knowledge of 50 instruments. Be able to make a legendary beats. Yeah.
and then we have the synth spot. Now we get to the guitar part. Playing this vintage Telecaster. This is a guitar pedal that I got. It's like a 1960s Maestro, and it has these amazing sounds. Here's the clean signal. And then for Redbone,
My friend Cole know how to play guitar. I'm gonna have to get him a guitar, another guitar one day.
to make it a little cooler, I added this Echo Boy triplet delay, 8-note triplet. I'm gonna record this this little kind of like organ. Donald was started singing out ideas for the verse, and he sang this line and he stopped. And I kept hearing that. It's kind of like a response to what he was singing. I have this cool clavinet part that kind of reminds me of like almost like a brass thing. It goes.
And as the older I got, I realized like how many instruments it takes for a lot of these good songs to be made. You have to use this synthesizer, you have to use this piano, you have to use this guitar, you have to use this, like it's, or keyboard, you know, and it's, this seems very complicated, but it's not complicated.
And then to the glockenspiel.
I seen a price for that mic. It looks similar to that for like $300.
I added this kind of vocal thing for the bass. Goes on with the slap on the bass. I was just like, I need to add this. I need to do this sound when I'm slapping it. But you can't really hear it, you know. That was an idea of how to make the outro. Play around with this idea of having a major chord in there. It's basically this choir note that holds just a major third and a minor third that goes between those two intervals. Minor third. The melody that came out of that was guitar melody, using this maestro pedal with a fuzz tone. There's also an octave under that. There's a little synth element in this. This is actually Oddity, which is made by G-Force. Kind of sound like, I think it's mostly a Moog sound.
I hear it.
Last thing, all right. Somehow this melody started showing up. Put a little chorus on it and some distortion. Doubling it. Donald was like, yeah, we should also add this little piano in the end to make it a little bit more bombastic. That's the end.
That's genius.
There we go, guys. Why I really enjoy film scoring is that depending on different genres of the film, I get to do different genres of music. Before I met Donald, I hadn't really done a lot of hip-hop before. It's such a challenge. That's what I really love.
Shout out to Donald Glover with that, and shout out to the boy, the engineer. He's beautifully talented, like everything in-house. That's what I like about producing. That's what I like about having studios. I feel like every artist over time should have their own personal studio. Like where they learn how to do everything themselves and or have a producer mentor that could teach them a lot of instruments. Or they could learn by themselves. If they're musically inclined. If you're one of these artists that's doing it for a check, never mind, because you're not really artists in my eyes. But if you're really making songs like this, like Childish Gambino, he makes his songs. Like he have live instruments. You know what I'm saying? That's that real music. A lot of music I make, shit, I use computer generated sounds or sounds online, and you know, it's not the same. It's not the same. That being said, be sure to like, subscribe. Shout out to Genius, and stay tuned to the next video. Peace.
Mario the poet.